Hello, goddesses. Hello, good morning. Happy new week. How are you all doing? I'm very excited about this week, just like every week. Every time I come on, I feel like I'm so happy and excited, and actually I am. So that's a good thing, right? So today on our holistic guidance, we are going to be talking about yeses and no's. But before we do that, I just want to touch a little bit on our daily moon while we wait for everyone to jump on. So as usual, if you are jumping on live, say hello so I can see you and we can just build this energy up together. And if you're catching the replay, say hello as well. And maybe let me know where you're listening from. Always great to know where everybody is from. So while we're waiting for everyone to jump on, I want to talk a little bit about the daily moon because it is such a big connection for us as women and the divine feminine, right? We use, if we really want to embody happiness and energy and health, we really want to be in the flow and use our emotions to help direct us. And the moon is a beautiful emotional orb that really aligns to everything. For centuries, we've seen it. Women have been planning so much using the moon. Even the gardens are often planned according to the moon phases. So right now, our daily moon is in an air sign, which is Aquarius, and it is ruled by Saturn, but it's all good. It gives it a little bit of independence and the quirky kind of side to it and the non-conformist, and we just love this Aquarius sign is so good. So Diane says hello, Isabelle. She's from Quebec. It's so nice to see you, Jen. Welcome. I'm happy that you're here. So we're going to be talking about some really fun stuff. For those of you who are new to me and who have just come into this beautiful space that is the Natural Healing Female Tribe, welcome. My name is Isabelle. I'm your host here, and a little bit about me. I'm a certified naturopath and have worked out of my clinic for years. It is temporarily, let's just say, quiet, closed down. So I'm working a lot more online now, and I use the skills from the holistic life coaching and NLP and timeline therapy and the Akashic records. Oh my, do we love the Akashic records, right? And tapping, and we use all that beautiful stuff with the energy of the moon and the zodiacs just to help direct us and to bring in more of our feminine energy in everything that we are doing. So right now, and why I'm talking about the moon and our subject today, and I want to bring them together. So right now, you might be feeling that your relationship with your emotions might be a little bit complicated. And what I mean by that is you might be feeling that you need some emotional freedom right now, right? So that is just the Aquarius sign. But because we are in it, it's our daily moon, let's chat for a minute about what you say yes to and what you say no to. And don't be fooled. It's not because you choose to say nothing at all that you are not going with a yes or with a no, right? So many of you have been reaching out to me, telling me that one of your key concerns is energy and your emotions and your health all around that. Well, darlings, this is a wonderful place to start. So use the daily moon in Aquarius, right, with that energy to start doing it. So I am giving you some soul work for this week, right? So if you think you might forget, grab a pen, grab a sheet of paper, or even better, a Post-it. Yay for Post-its, right? And you're going to write this down. So let me ask you some questions before you write anything down. What do you, on a daily basis, say yes to and no to, right? Let's get a little bit more specific. If you allow yourself to feel, right? Just that. Do you do it? Do you allow yourself to feel? So when an emotion comes, regardless if it's good or bad, do you allow yourself to feel? And if an emotion comes and it's a positive one, do you grab hold of it like this, scared that it's going to leave? What if it's a bad one? Do you dive deep into it and stay there for long? Or do you completely ignore it? I want you to take notes as I'm asking the questions. What pops up, right? So what we want is to allow more energy to flow through, right? And what we're using is, what am I as a woman in my daily life saying yes to and saying no to? And forget, I just go with the flow. I do what everybody else wants. No, I don't agree with that, because if you are not saying anything and you're going with the flow, what you're saying is, I choose not to use my voice because I want to go with the flow. Even if you're not enjoying that flow, if you are not using your voice and you are going with the flow, this is where your power resides. So if you choose to go with that flow, then that is your choice. If it is empowering you to go with that flow because it's making you happy, then you get all this energy coming to you, right? If you are pretending that you are not in charge and you're taking your power and you're giving it away by letting others decide, so you think you're not saying a yes or a no, of course, you're going to feel drained of energy, right? You're a power source. And if you are not plugged in to what you are actually choosing and taking your power and putting it aside or giving it to someone else, you're going to feel that, not only in your emotions and your heart, but you might start to think in a direction that you don't really like or that doesn't feel empowering. And it might even have repercussions on your physical body. Does that make sense to you? Let me know if that makes sense to you. So, another question for you. Do you allow more beauty and positivity in? Do you allow more beauty and positivity in? Love those hearts. Thank you. I love to know that it's making sense. So, like, without thinking about it, you might go, yeah, of course I allow positivity in. Of course I allow beauty. But do you? All the time? Even when you're feeling kind of, That, when we're flowing and everything is great, it's easy. But what about when outside circumstances are not great? Are you still willing to allow beauty and positivity in? I like that, right? So take note of that as well. What about, do you allow yourself to receive? So, if I give you a gift right now for no reason, are you going to say, oh, thank you? Are you going to say, oh, thank you, you shouldn't have? Are you going to say, no, I can't accept that? What are you going to say? Right? So what you choose to receive, and now I'm going more on the positive side. So if someone is choosing to give you some positivity, some energy, some well-being, some feel good, Do you take it in? What about a compliment? If somebody gives you a compliment on your hair or how you're dressed or just the way you are, do you say thank you and really bring it in and feel it? Or do you just cut yourself off? And, what about this one? This one's a tricky one. Do you allow yourself to say no? And this is not an easy one. And I know personally that it's not an easy one. But do you allow yourself to say no? So mix it with your personality. There's people that love to say no and they're great at it. And there's people that hate to say no and they kind of suck at it. But that has nothing to do with it. What I'm asking you is, if you do not want to do something for your positive well-being, for self-respect, will you say no? Or will you say yes in spite of it feeling like you are not honoring yourself? This is a huge one regarding energy and well-being and physical health. If you allow yourself to do what you don't want to do, and it causes you a lack of self-respect or self-esteem, that's a hard hit. It's a hard hit physically for your body, and it just kind of, it sucks the energy right out of you. A better way to do it is to either say no, but I could do this, or say yes and be 100% on board. And remember, not saying anything at all is saying something. The power to decide for ourselves is not always possible at every time in our life, right? So if we think of babies, they don't always have the chance to say, I don't like being tucked in like that, or please tuck me in tighter, I love it. They don't have the chance to say that. They will express it, but it's not always heard. So that's just an example. We don't always have throughout our lives the opportunity to voice what we want. But I'm talking about the times that we truly do. And especially as an adult, we have the possibility to choose. And remember this one. We teach people how to treat us. We teach people how to respect us. And we teach people how to love us. We don't teach them by saying, I want you to. We teach them by, this is how I do it. We teach them how to love us by us loving ourselves. We teach others to respect us by us respecting ourselves. And it's not like a one day can't do it, the other day can do it. It's a learning process, right? So what you want is to discover where you're at on your learning path. Does that make sense to you? Let me see some hearts and some thumbs ups. I want to know where you're at on your learning curve. And what you can do this week, here's your soul work. What you can do this week, good, to increase your self-love, your self-respect, your self-well-being, even if that is just becoming aware of what you say yes to and what you say no to. Both of them are so important. And I'm not talking about being selfish. I'm talking about being respectful and kind to oneself. Does that make sense to you? Do you think you want to do that this week? Because I promise you, if you become more mindful of what you're saying yes and no to, you will start aligning better with that and your energy is going to go up. Great. So this week, that is what you're going to be working on. And I want to hear about it. So let me know how that goes for you. Now, side note, I am having an amazing challenge a Facebook challenge that is going to be happening in 2 weeks. So the week of the 22nd of March, all the way to the 26th of March. And if you've been in my challenges and my workshops and my trainings before, you know that there is a heck load of value in there. And this challenge is going to be about rebooting your motivation so you can start living this new chapter with excitement. And we're going to touch on all sorts of things. So we're going to meet every single day for 1 week for like 15-20 minutes. And we're going to pick a very specific subject. We're going to dive deep into it. You're going to get some soul work, and there are going to be prizes, but you will need to show up live and participate in the soul work to have a chance to win some of these prizes, right? So how do you sign up? There's a video actually in the group. It's pinned to the top of our group. And right underneath in the comments, there's a link. So if you click that link, it's going to talk about this challenge a little bit more. And you'll be able to sign up, write your name, write your email, and you're going to be directed to all that, and you'll be able to register for that challenge. There will be replays. So even if you can't make it live, it's great if you can participate, because there might be other draws even if you catch the replay. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? You'll have to be there, right? So I hope you're going to join in. You can watch. It's like a 2-minute video or something just to let you know what's happening and how to do it. But right underneath that little video pinned to the top of the Natural Healing Female Tribe is the link to go. And special bonus, if you bring in someone, a new friend, or someone that you feel really needs it, a goddess that really needs it, a reboot, and you sign up together, you need to let me know. You need to send me a note. So they need to register for this challenge and come, of course, and accept to be part of the Natural Healing Female Tribe. So, and once you do that, you let me know. So I take note of it. And like I said, there's going to be prizes, but the biggest prize of all is going to be for you to reboot your motivation, just to step into more excitement and well-being in this new chapter of your life. All right, goddesses, that's it. I can't wait to hear how your yes and no's are going. Sending you lots of love, lots of light, lots of energy and sparkles. And I will see you very soon. Bye for now. Have a great week.